Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Tote, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for a bag. It's a handbag or it's a multi-purpose bag. And here for this project I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this one I've used my 4 mm of the hook. Now the size of this bag is about 28 centimeters or 11 inches tall, and it is about 10 inches or 26 centimeters wide. And that's it. So let's begin. Okay, so for this one we're going to start with the slip knot. So just have your yarn and make a slip knot here. And now we're going to chain up 95. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 94 and 95. So here it is. I've got my this 95 chains here, and now I'm going to turn my work. So turn your work, and here you're going to find the back part of your this chains. Now here we're going to skip over this first chain. So this is the back part of your first chain, and this is the back part of your second chain. So we will go to the second chain. Now yarn over and go to the second chain, insert your hook into the second chain, grab your yarn. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is your first half double crochet. Now here, just to make sure that this is your first stitch, you can put your stitch marker. If you don't need it, just fine, don't put your stitch marker. If you think that you might will mess up with your stitches, it's always advisable to put your this stitch marker here. So this is your first stitch, and here I have put my this stitch marker. And now all the way on this foundation chain, each chain we will have 1 half double crochet. So here it is. We will go to this next stitch, yarn over, go to this next stitch, insert your hook into this next stitch, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. Again, yarn over, go to this next stitch, insert your hook, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And now keep on having 1 half double crochet into each chain, and by the end of this row number 1, we're gonna have our 94 half double crochet. So keep on having 1 half double crochet into each chain, and I'm gonna meet you by the end of my this chains, and by the end we're gonna have our 94 half double crochets, and I'm gonna meet you at the end. And here this, after my round number 1, I have my 94 half double crochets, and it looks like this. And now for our round number 2, we're gonna have chain 1, turn your work, and we're going to have 1 half double crochet into each stitch from our previous round. So yarn over and go to this your first stitch. Remember, this is your chain 1, so we will not take this chain 1. We will go to this first stitch, yarn over, insert your hook into this first stitch, grab your yarn and have your first half double crochet here. Now if you want, you can put your stitch marker here as well. Now again, yarn over and go to this next stitch, insert your hook, grab your yarn and have your 1 half double crochet. Yarn over, go to this next stitch, grab your yarn and have your 1 more half double crochet. And now for this row number 2, we're gonna have 1 half double crochet into each stitch from our previous row, and by the end of this row number 2, we're gonna have our 94 half double crochets, and I'm gonna meet you by the end of this row number 2 with my 94 half double crochets. And here it is. I have my 92 half double crochets, and that's gonna be my 93rd half double crochet, and yarn over, and I'm gonna have my this last half double crochet of my round number 2. So for that one, I will take out my this stitch marker, yarn over and insert your hook into this first stitch, grab your yarn and have your 1 half double crochet, and it looks like this by the end of your row number 2. And here it is. We got 1 half double crochet into each stitch from our previous row. Now for the row number 3, we're gonna have chain 4 here. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain of 4, and we're gonna turn our work. So turn your work and yarn over. Now here we have already made our this chain 4 for this first stitch, so here it is. We will go to this next stitch, so this is our next stitch. Yarn over twice, so here it is. It's 1 and 2. Yarn over twice and go to this next stitch. Insert your hook and grab your yarn. Now you're going to have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only, like this. Now here we will yarn over for one more time and we will skip over this next 2 stitches. So skip your this next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. We're going to skip this 2 stitches and we will go to this third stitch. Insert your hook into this third stitch, grab a yarn, and now you're going to have 5 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. Now yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops for the second time. Yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops for the third time, and yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops for the fourth time, and your work will look like this. Now chain 2, 1 and 2, chain up 2, and here you're going to find your this 2 string of yarn. We got over this 2 stitches, so here after your this 2 stitches you're going to find your this 2 string of yarn. We're going to insert our hook in here. So for that one, after your this chain 2, yarn over and go to this string of yarns like this. Here we are going to insert our hook like this and we will grab the yarn, and we're going to have 3 loops here. Now we're going to have 1 double crochet here, so yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your pattern, and we're going to repeat this pattern like this. Again we're going to yarn over twice, go to this next stitch. So here it is. We have already worked on this stitch. We will go to this next stitch, insert your hook into this next stitch, grab your yarn, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and we're going to stop here. Now yarn over again and skip your this next 2 stitches and go to this third stitch. Insert your hook into this third stitch, grab your yarn, and now you're going to have 5 loops on your hook. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yarn over one time and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over second time and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over third time and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and yarn over for the fourth time and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and here it is. This is your stitch. Now chain 2 here, yarn over, and we will go to this 2 string of yarn here. So insert your hook into this 2 string of yarn, take both the string of yarn here and grab your yarn, and here we're going to have 1 double crochet. So yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and here it is. Our second pattern is ready, and we're going to repeat this pattern all the way until the end of this row number 3. So again, for this one we're going to have yarn over twice, go to this next stitch, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Now yarn over for one more time, skip your this next 2 stitches and go to this third stitch and insert your hook into this third stitch and grab your yarn. You're going to have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over one time and grab your yarn and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over for the second time and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over for the third time and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and yarn over for the fourth time and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. Now chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over and go to this 2 string of yarn here and insert your hook, grab your yarn and have 1 double crochet here. Here it is. Again, yarn over twice, go to this next stitch, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over, skip your this next 2 stitches and go to this third stitch, insert your hook and grab your yarn. You're going to have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. That is for the first time. Yarn over second time and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over for the third time and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops for this fourth time. And here it is. This is our 2 string of yarn. We're going to insert our hook in here, chain up 2, yarn over and go to this 2 string of yarn here, insert your hook, grab your yarn and have your 1 double crochet here. Here it is. Now keep on repeating this pattern and you're gonna end up here on your this second last stitch. So you're gonna end up here. So I'm going to meet you at my this second last stitch, and I will tell you what to do on your this last stitch. So you're going to end up your pattern on this 93rd stitch, and I'll tell you what to do on your this last stitch, your 94th stitch for this row number 3. Again, yarn over twice, go to this next stitch, grab your yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over for one more time, skip this next 2 stitches, go to this 3rd stitch and grab your yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, and yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, chain 2, yarn over, take this 2 strain of yarn, insert your hook, grab your yarn and have your 1 double crochet here, and here it is. Now keep on repeating this pattern, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. I've made this pattern here, and it looks like this. And now I'm here at the end of this row number 3. So here I've made this pattern for the last time, and now I'm going to yarn over twice for this last stitch. Into this last stitch we're going to have our treble crochet. So for that one, yarn over twice and insert your hook into this last stitch, your 94th stitch, and grab your yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, and yarn over and spool your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your treble crochet. And here it is. That's how we're going to finish our row number 3. And now we're going to repeat our row number 1, 2 and 3 until our row number 20. 2, 0. So again, for our row number 4, we're going to repeat our row number 1. So for that one, we will have chain 1 and we will turn our work. So turn your work, and here, this is our chain 1. So we're not going to count this as our stitch. We will go to this first stitch. Now this is our treble crochet from the previous round. So yarn over and insert your hook into this first stitch. And grab your yarn and have your 1 half double crochet here, yarn over and go to the second stitch. So this is your second stitch. Insert your hook into the second stitch, grab your yarn and have your 1 half double crochet. So here it is. That's your first 2 stitches. Now for the next 2 stitches, we are here on this chain 2 space. So into this chain 2 space, we're going to have another 2 half double crochets. So yarn over and have your 2 more half double crochets here. So that's in total you are having 4 half double crochets. Now we will go to this next stitch. Now our next stitch is this stitch. This is our next stitch. So for that one, yarn over and insert your hook into this next stitch like this. Grab your yarn and have your 1 half double crochet, yarn over and go to this next stitch. Now this is your next stitch. Insert your hook and have your 1 half double crochet. Now we are here into this chain 2 space, and into this chain 2 space we're going to have 2 half double crochets like this. Again, we are here on these 2 stitches. So here, this is our first stitch, yarn over, insert your hook, grab your yarn and have your 1 half double crochet, go to this next stitch, insert your hook and have your 1 half double crochet, yarn over, and we are here into this chain 2 space, and into this chain 2 space we're going to have 2 half double crochets. And now keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end you're going to have your 94 half double crochets, and I'm going to meet you here. So here on this last chain 2 space, I'm going to have my 92 half double crochets, and for my last 2 stitches, my 93rd half double crochet and my 94th half double crochet, I will tell you what to do in here. So I'm going to meet you here after my 92 half double crochets. And here it is. I've got this 92 half double crochets for my row number 4, and for my last 2 stitches I will yarn over and I will go to this next stitch. Now this is my next stitch. Here it is. I will go to this next stitch and will grab the yarn and will make this 93rd half double crochet. Here it is. It looks like this. Now yarn over and go to this chain 4. So here it is. You can count your chain 4. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is a 4th chain, so we will insert our hook into this 4th chain of our round number or row number 3. Insert your hook into this 4th chain and grab your yarn and have your this last 94th half double crochet, and here it is. It looks like this, and that's how we're going to finish our row number 4. So basically we're going to repeat row number 1, 2 and 3 until our row number 20, or you can say we are going to repeat row number 2, 3 and 4 until our row number 20. Basically it is the same stitches. It's just that row number 1 we have worked on our foundation chain, while row number 4 we are going to work on our this uneven surface, and it's going to be like this, but the number of stitches is going to be the same. And row number 1 and row number 4, both the rows are going to have your 94 half double crochets, 1 half double crochet into each stitch from the previous round or row. And here it is, it looks like this. Again, for your row number 5 we're going to repeat our row number 2. So chain 1, turn your work, and again you're going to have your 1 half double crochet into each stitch from the previous row. And by the end of this row number 5, you're going to have your 94 half double crochets. And for your row number 6 we're going to repeat over this row number 3, and keep on repeating these rows until your row number 20. And I'm going to meet you after my row number 22 0. And here it is, after my row number 20 it looks like this, and it's here. And now what I will do here is I will have chain 1. Now we're going to start working on our this side. So here it is, have 1 chain 1 here, and we will go to this 2 strain of yarn here. So just insert your hook into this 2 strain of yarn like this, and grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet here. So that's going to be your first single crochet, and we will go to this next space. Now you can find your this next space here. This is the space of your this in between this your 2 rows. Here it is, you're going to find your this space in here. This is the one. Insert your hook into the space and grab your yarn, and we're going to have our second single crochet here. So this is your first single crochet, and that's your second single crochet. And now we will go to this treble crochet space directly, and here into this treble crochet we're going to have 5 double crochets. So for that one, after your this first 2 single crochets, yarn over and have 5 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here it is, it looks like this. And now we will directly go to this space in between your this 2 rows. So in between your this next 2 rows you're going to find your space here. This is your space, here it is. So we will go to this space, insert your hook and have only 1 single crochet here. Have 1 single crochet here like this. Here it is. And now we will directly go to this chain 4 space. Remember, this is chain 4 or your treble crochet. This is the same space. Yarn over, and we're going to have another 5 double crochets into this chain 4 space. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Again, after this 5 double crochets we're going to go to this space in between these 2 rows, and we will insert our hook in here, and we will have 1 single crochet here. And now keep on repeating this pattern until the end of this row in here, and I'm going to meet you at the end. I'm going to meet you after my this 5 double crochets on this last chain 4 space. So again, here I'm on this treble crochet, and I'm going to have my 5 double crochets here on top of this treble crochet, and keep on repeating this pattern, and I'm going to meet you at the end. So here it is, I have my this last 5 double crochets here, and now at the end we're going to have another 2 single crochets. So for that one, just go to this space here and insert your hook and have 1 single crochet here, and we will have our last single crochet here because we want to have our this top part to be leveled up, and that's why we're going to have 1 more extra single crochet here. Here it is. It's gonna look like this, and it's like this. Here it is, it is all done, and we're going to repeat exactly the same pattern for our this next side as well. Now before doing that, here it is, you got to this last single crochet, and take out a longer yarn here because we're gonna attach over this two parts. So have a longer yarn here and cut a longer piece of yarn. Here it is, and secure your this last stitch. Here it is, secure this last stitch. And now, as we have worked in here, this is our front side, this is our back side. We will turn our work like this. Remember, I have folded up my work, and here it is, as this is our back side, so this will go in, and here it is. Now we will work on this side. So again, here insert your hook into this space and have your yarn, and simply attach your yarn in here. Chain one, and what I will do is I will insert my hook again into this two strain of yarn, in between this two strain of yarn. Here it is, and I will have my this first single crochet here, and I will go this into in between these two rows. I will find my space in here, and I will have my second single crochet here like this. And now we are going to repeat our pattern. So again, we are here on this treble crochet. We're going to have our 5 double crochets on top of this treble crochet, and keep on repeating this pattern, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is, I've made by this last 5 double crochets, and here I will have my this last 2 single crochets. Here it is. Now again, I'm gonna leave a longer tail here because we're gonna attach our work here. Here it is, and now I will secure my this last stitch. Here it is. And now, as we are here, this is our front side. We are gonna turn our work, and we will work at the back side. So here, just turn your work. Now this is the back side. Here are the stitches, and these are the back side. So here we're gonna work on these two sides, and now here we're gonna attach our this two parts of our bag. So here we're gonna have our needle, and we're gonna take our this stitch. Now count your stitches, it should be your 94 stitches. So here it is, this is my first stitch. Here I have taken my this first stitch. I will insert my this needle. I've already worked on this stitch because I've made my this last single crochet here, and I'm going to insert my hook into my this stitch, and I will take my this 94th stitch in here, and I will take this both these sides, and I will simply grab my yarn, and I will attach my this two parts. Here it is. Tie up your this two parts. Tie up your yarn as well, so it's gonna look like this, and it should be nice, tight and secure. And now we will go to our next stitches. So this is our next stitch. Take these two next stitches and simply attach your work. And now keep on doing this, keep on attaching your this side, and we're going to repeat exactly the same pattern for our next side as well. So here it is, we're going to work exactly the same way for this side as well. We're going to attach this side as well, and here it is. I'm going to have my this last stitch here, and now here I'm gonna attach my this loose end. So for that one, simply go to this space in here, and I will make a little knot here so that my this yarn will be nice and secure. And now put your this all loose ends in, and repeat exactly the same for this other side as well. Attach your this two parts, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And now For the handle, just have your yarn and leave a little longer tail and just make your slip knot here. So we're going to start with the slip knot. Leave a little longer tail here because we're going to attach our handle with our bag. And now make a slip knot, and here we're going to have chain 3. So it's 1, 2 and 3. So have your chain 3 and turn your chains, and this is the back part of your chain. So this is the back part of your first chain, this is the back part of your second chain, and this is the back part of your third chain. Now yarn over and insert your hook into this third chain from your hook like this, and grab your yarn. Now you're going to have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over, go to that same chain, your third chain, insert your hook and grab your yarn. Now you're going to have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. And now you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And now we're going to repeat this pattern. So again, we're going to chain up 2 here, 1 and 2. So chain up 2, and we will go to this 3 strain of yarn here. So for that one, yarn over and insert your hook into this 3 strain of yarn after your chain 2 like this, and grab your yarn. And here it is, you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over, again insert your hook into that same space. So insert your hook again into that 3 strain of yarn like this, and grab your yarn. And now you're going to have 4 loops on your hook. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. And now you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. Here it is. And we're going to repeat this pattern for about 22 times. So here we have repeated our pattern for about 2 times, and we're going to repeat our pattern for another 20 times. In total, we're going to repeat our pattern for about 22 times. Again, chain up 2, 1 and 2, yarn over, go to this 3 strain of yarn, insert your hook and grab a yarn. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. Yarn over, again go to that same space, insert your hook and grab a yarn. You're going to have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only. And now you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. So here we have repeated our pattern for about 3rd time. Again, chain 2, yarn over, insert your hook into this 3 strain of yarn, grab your yarn, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over, again insert your hook into that same space, grab your yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And keep on repeating this pattern, and repeat your pattern for about 22 times, and I'm going to meet you after that. And here it is, I've repeated my pattern for about 22 times, and here at the end I'm going to have 1 chain 1, and I will cut a little longer tail here like this, and I will secure this last stitch. And here it is, your handle is ready. And repeat this same process because you're going to need 2 handles, so make exactly the same your another handle, and I'm going to meet you after that. And now to attach this handle, just have your needle and we will go somewhere here. So here it is, we are still working on this inside out. This is our outer side, this is our outer side, this is still our back side. So we are still working on the back side. Remember, after attaching over this 2 parts together, I haven't turned my work, it's still there. And here I will go to this 1, 2 and 3rd part of this half double crochets, and I will attach this handle. Now here, if you can see, this is more stylish. This looks more stylish to me compared to this one. This one is kind of bland. So I'm going to use this as a back side, and I'm going to use this side as the front side of the handle. And for that one, I'm just going to turn this handle. So here it is, this is the back side, and I will attach my handle like this. So here it's 1, 2 and 3. Just count your these 3 patterns and just attach your pattern like this, and insert this needle like this inside, and I will take both these sides together. So to take both the sides, here it is, I'm just gonna insert my needle like this. Remember, I'm just taking this outer parts here like this. my stitches are not going in the front, so it's all neat and clean in the front side. So just keep that in mind. And here I will take this part as well, because I'm attaching these two parts together. Here it is. Again, go to this one and take the handle. Here it is. So here I will attach my handle like this, and now I will go at the back. Here it is. It is nicely attached, and now I will make a little knot here, and I will put this loose end in, and I will do exactly the same for this side as well. So here again, just straighten up your this strap and attach your this strap like this here. And here it is. I have attached my both the handles on both the sides, and now we're gonna turn our work. Let's just turn your work, and here it is. It is the sides. You can simply adjust your sides on both the sides, and here it is. The bag is ready, and I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.